take a bow for these killer Omni arrows lately or what? Right on target. Omni's just been flipping right when it's supposed to. Do we get filled every time it flips? Well, no, because Omni's stingy and it makes you wait for a price. But the Omni Arrow has absolutely been keeping us in tune, and we have been getting some decent fills. In fact, last month we got fills to the tune of $10,000 made on one lot trading only following the Omni. So we have been getting fills, no doubt, and we're already up this month. We'll see where it goes. Traders, this is my 2,864th video coming at you on a Wednesday night for trading Thursday, Feb 6th, 2025. Before we get started, you know the risks behind trading, right? If not, that means you've never traded before, because anyone who's traded, believe me, they know the risks. If you don't know, it's a risky game. Put your stops in and always put them in first before you get into a live position. So, in last night's video, we talked about the markets are turning and are going to go up. And I said, please leave your responses. I showed you a chart in the Nasdaq. Will it go up or will it turn and go down? And I have to say, more of you said up than down. Great job. However, there is this. Last night and this morning, the Nasdaq was going down, and a lot of you wrote down, 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 and then once it turned and started going up, a lot of you came in and commented up, up, up. So what I'd ask from you is to leave your comments after you watch the video, and this way we're both on fair game. We're both on fair turf, you know what I mean? I put my neck out on the line, I tell you what I think. Leave your comments before the market moves, and we'll find out what you think. So in this video, I'm sure I'll ask you for a comment somewhere. That'll just come out of me random. Let's see what the charts produce. What is on the board for trading on Thursday? Well, as I mentioned, the Omni Accurate has been deadly, deadly accurate, the Omni Arrow. It's turned up Tuesday for Wednesday and staying with that turning up green arrow for trading on Thursday. What's forcing the markets back up? Well, there are many things, but two of the many things are this. Number two on the board, crude oil and T-bonds to the rescue. I'll show you the charts. You'll see why that takes place. Many have asked me about Bitcoin. Oscar, what's going on with Bitcoin? Unlike the indices, Bitcoin has double topped and is still reeling from that double top for the moment. We'll see how long that's going to last, but it's reeling from a double top. And then there's coffee, traders. Coffee is the new cocoa. I've been telling my traders in live webinars, in seminars, and in my trading room for months on end that keep your eyes on this market, because coffee has become the new cocoa. Cocoa went from, I don't know, from nothing to $11,000 per contract. And now coffee, no one's paying attention. It's just it's starting to go. And that is also in tonight's video, the coffee and where maybe it should go next. So I'd love to show you some great charts. Just wanted to remind you, if you do want to participate in our day trading, the Omni trading recommendations, we had a great month last month, a great year last year. Well, we win almost every month. Last year, I can remember 2 months where we didn't end up on the positive side. 10 months where we did. Already January's rocking, February's doing well. If you're having trouble trading, come to livewithoscar.com. Make sure you join the Platinum recommendation. I will send you those recommendations out by Discord. You get them on email, you get a flash pop-up. They're in the trading room, and they're on my website. You can't miss the calls, you can't miss the signals, because they come from every direction to make sure you don't. So if you need the help, join livewithoscar.com, and we'll be there to help you. So what else is happening? This deadhead long, what a long, strange camp it's going to be. This deadhead Omni camp, I have to say I'm getting a lot of responses. We are going to do an Omni camp in March. We're going to go in March, at the end of March, well, almost the end of March. We're going to get together here in Las Vegas for an Omni camp. We're going to work together all day Friday. We're going to work together all day Saturday. And Saturday night, we're all going to this Sphere together as a group to go see the Dead and Company, the Grateful Dead. It's a fantastic show. But I will tell you, if you want to train with me, learn the Omni, come to Omni Camp and see this Grateful Dead show, you know, responses are coming in quickly. Tickets are starting to go. I'm only accepting a handful of you, literally. So please go to omnibootcamp.com now. Fill out your applications. Make sure somewhere in the comments you let me know you would like to attend that concert and Omni Camp in March. Concert's March 22nd, so OmniCamp is the weekend of March 22nd. Actually, I think it's March 20th, probably. So it's that weekend. Look up the weekend of March 20th. We'll be going to that concert. All right, so I've got great charts I want to show you. The Omni arrows flipped. I'll show you the charts there. Crude and bonds. There's charts about that. Bitcoin and coffee. So let's go look at those charts so you can be prepared for what happens on Thursday. Traders, I always try to remind you that you've got to keep your emotional decisions out of trading. You've got to plan a trade and then trade that plan. That is what we do here at the Omni. We plan trades and we trade the plan. No emotional decisions, no off the cuff, shooting from the hip. We don't do that. We have a plan. It's mapped out before the market opens. We adhere to our Omni plan. You should be doing the same. Join me at livewithoscar.com. If not, if you are sticking to a plan, try to keep your emotions out of that plan. The best thing you can do is place that stop first. Then say this to yourselves over and over again. And once we do this exercise, we'll look at some charts. Are you with me? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, your Nasdaq daily bar chart. As you know, the Omni flipped right about here and said, let's get bullish. And so far, this is what happened, right? We had a nice bullish up day, and the OmniX caught a piece of that. So very good. So it looks like it's going at least up to that resistance, but we'll see where it's going to go. In fact, I'll have a question for you in a moment. Now, what is starting to make the markets go back up? Well, traders, you've got crude oil coming down, reeling from this double top. You've seen this chart in many videos before, but now it's starting to extend. When crude oil starts to drop, you know, it makes just about every product on our planet cheaper to ship from point A to point B. It helps anybody that drives a gas vehicle right immediately in their pocket. And about 75 to 78% of the world is on gasoline, not electric. So when crude goes down, one factor is it helps companies because their shipping costs immediately get cheaper. What else helps companies? When the T-bonds go up. Here's an example. When T-bonds go down, they are literally on a scale, right? A teeter-totter, a seesaw, if you will. If you've got T-bonds on one side of that scale, what happens is you've got interest rates on the other. So if T-bonds are heading down, interest rates are heading up. Powell does not have to come out and say a single word. When the 30-year and 10-year notes, 30-year bonds and 10-year notes go down, interest rates are going up. When 30-year bonds go up, interest rates are going down. You've got crude going down and bonds going up. Now, you can imagine if interest rates are going down, that helps every single company, especially small cap companies, immediately with what the value of their company is. It helps their companies immediately. So between crude oil helping ship the products and T-bonds moving down, moving up, knocking interest rates down, that also is propelling the stock market. So, what do you think? Here's the question. I'd love some answers, but please answer that tonight or tomorrow morning before the moves take place. I think that the crude moving down, the bonds moving up, moving interest rates down, plus the Omni signal to buy is going to propel the Dow Jones right through the double top. It already had its reaction, don't forget, hit the double top and reacted. Now we're on our way back up. Question to you, do you think we get past this double top or do we hit it and drop, which does happen at double tops more often than not, keeping in mind we've already seen a reaction. Please comment below. Let me know yes or no. Tell me if we're going to blast through this double top or if we are going to hit it and drop. Double tops make markets drop. We all know that. Did the drop already take place? I'd love to hear your answers. Please make sure you're using chart analysis and not your gut feeling when you give me those answers. Bitcoin Bitcoin, 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 and I'm sorry, I don't want to really clap for this, so let's not clap for this. In fact, let's go boo, hiss, boo. Bitcoin, unlike the stock market, and you know, for the last few years, I've been telling so many people who tell me Bitcoin leads the markets that they just don't understand. Bitcoin is like the size of a mom and pop corner shop store compared to Walmart when it comes to markets, right? So Bitcoin can't be leading around. And Bitcoin has been going down since its double top. It double topped out and has just been reeling since, now below the average. I'm not calling for downside. I'm calling for nothing in Bitcoin because generally it does kind of hang out in the same neighborhood as the stock market. So if the stock market's going up, you know, this guy does try to stay with it. So I'm not calling for downside, but I am letting you know that this looks terrible compared to the E-mini S&P and Nasdaq. So no call there. The call for Bitcoin to hit 126 remains valid, but that's not for today. That's for the future, as you know. But we are looking for that number in Bitcoin when it starts heading back up. Then we've got the chart, the coffee chart. Traders, if you've known me long enough, you've heard me hemming and hawing and going crazy about coffee since this area right here. Then here I really started to get vocal. Then I've been doing videos and webinars and seminars. And in the couple of videos ago, I said, look at the trajectory. This thing has gone berserk since then. It's just straight up. We had targets all the way back here for 413 and 453. We are now in the 350 zone. We're starting to head there, kids. Maybe we're even a little higher. So we're getting towards those targets. If we hit them, maybe I'll look for further. Nothing goes straight up, kids. Everything does this. So don't jump in and expect it to go straight up. But it is moving higher. It doesn't seem like there's any way to stop it at this point. It's on the move. It is a monster, and I call it the new cocoa. Traders, I hope that helps. Join me at livewithoscar.com.